Sports Court with 13 on your side. The case. Which of Detroit's professional sports teams is closest to turning it around?
Testimony.
Not a lot of great options in this one. That's what makes this one such an interesting topic for us. I got to start with the Red Wings. I think when you look at general manager Steve Yzerman, obviously he has a track record. He's already built a winner with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
I got to disagree. That's why we're doing Sports Court. The reason why I disagree is not because I have faith in the Pistons, but because we're talking about basketball. And in basketball, it's the smallest roster set. It's easy for one guy to come in. One guy, it just takes one. Next thing you know, you take a bottom team and make them a playoff contender. And I got a perfect example for you. The 2002 New Jersey Nets. They had Stephon Marbury running the point 1 year. They're awful. They bring in Jason Kidd. They're in the finals. I'm not saying that's going to happen with the Pistons next year, but one guy and it's a whole new ball game.
Cross-exam. Apparently, Mike Lacett believes if you can only acquire a Hall of Fame all-time great top three player at their position, surely you can turn things around quickly. It's like Jason Kidds don't grow on trees, otherwise the Pistons wouldn't be where they are. Wouldn't you agree that if you're in that lottery, the Pistons need to win the lottery or at least end up with a top three pick this year to be able to turn it around with Troy Weaver?
Oh, 100%. If they get a top three pick, I think you would have to come over to the dark side and agree with me on this one. I think for the first time in sports court history, we need to agree here on something. I think the team we both can agree on who are the furthest away from figuring it out are
those Detroit Lions.
Boom! Closing arguments.
Look, it's been a rough couple of years for Detroit sports fans. Honestly, it's been a rough decade. None of the teams are winning. We all know that. But when you're looking for light at the end of the tunnel, Mike points at the Pistons. I'm looking at the Red Wings. Does the team need goaltending help? Absolutely. The Red Wings need everything. But when you look at the type of guy that Yzerman is, he's already proven he can build a winner. Give him a little bit of time. He'll do it again with the Red Wings. They're the closest team to turning it around.
I think with the Detroit Pistons, you got to look at the future. Troy Weaver's done a great job wheeling and dealing since he's been in office. He's gotten some big trades. Granted, they're young, but there is signs of life. They're moving their G League team down to Detroit. Things are slowly happening there. And I'm going to go on a limb. Maybe in 2-3 years, we could be talking playoffs with them. I like the direction. I think they're the team that's going to turn it around quickest.
The verdict. And now we turn the case over to you, the jury. What's your verdict?
Head to the 13 on Your Side Facebook page, and next week, we'll highlight some of our favorites.
Last week's case, we discussed what the University of Michigan should do regarding Bo Schembechler's legacy.
Brett said re-examining the past is often a necessity for the sake of hindsight. People who have behaved the way Schembechler has do not deserve to be honored like he has been. By allowing them to be continued to be honored after we have learned of their terrible behavior, we are telling people it's okay to behave like this.
And another viewer, Sue, agreed by saying, send the right message and use one's moral judgment to do what's right for all those who were harmed. No healing will take place until this has been done.
But as expected, not everybody felt the same way. Michael commented, let it go 50 years ago.
Whether you agree or disagree, we hope to hear from you next week during another debate in Sports Court.